Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We are in my teenage daughter's room. This is going to be the next makeover we are doing in my house. I am so excited because everything is out. Absolutely nothing is staying in this room. It's going to be a total makeover. So today we're going to do a haul. We're going to do some DIYs. And I also want to show y'all what is happening on my back porch. And I'll thank Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. Before we get started, let me give you a quick tour of her room. I think actually everything in here is thrifted except for these curtains that I just got and actually going to be replacing, and this mirror right here. This was in her room at the other house, and I feel like a full-size mirror for a teenage girl is a must, but I think this one is way too small for this space, so I'm gonna find another one. Do y'all remember this beautiful pink velvet chair that I got at Goodwill for what, like $15? I still love it. Ryan doesn't want it anymore, so I think I'm gonna find a spot for it in Ren's room. But that's gonna work out great because getting rid of this chair will open up all of this space that I need for something else. And then this is the vanity area of her and Ren's Jack and Jill bath. So she has a vanity area, Ren has a vanity area, and I absolutely love the Jack and Jill. I didn't think I would, but if you can't, you know, have your own bathroom, a Jack and Jill is definitely next best thing. So this is her bed. It was thrifted as well. I feel like it has a bit of a masculine look. So we are going to move this bed into Brandon's room. I've never really liked this nightstand, so I'm excited to see that go. Now, I do love this dresser. I thrifted it. I gave it a makeover. I think it is beautiful. So we're gonna move it to a different room in the house, but it does not fit in here. I really don't wanna have anything in this area. I wanna center the bed on the wall, and this dresser is too long to fit on any of the other walls in this room. So it's gonna have to go, and we'll figure out a different storage solution for all of the stuff in this dresser. Let's do a haul. I'm gonna show you everything that I've collected so far for this room makeover and just give y'all the vision for the room. Like mother, like daughter, she wants an all white room. So we are going to be color drenching this room, but not in color, in white, which I think white is a color, right? So this entire room is going to be white, and then I'm gonna add lots of textures and layers. So I wanna do paneling. We're gonna use the paneling that I used in the living room. She really loved it, and that is what she asked for, but we're gonna make it dramatic. The ceilings in this room are 10 feet tall, and I want the paneling to go between like 6.5 and 7 feet. So I feel like that is going to add a lot to the room. I was hoping to get started with that already, but I've been having trouble finding enough paneling. So I'm gonna have to hit up some other Lowe's, and as soon as I get enough, I'm going to start in this room. I also have to clear out the room before I get started. So this art piece right here, I actually got on Facebook Marketplace. This was in a lot of the inspiration pictures that Ryan had showed me. Now there is some silver happening here, so I may change some of that to blue, but we'll make that decision once it is up on the wall. And then y'all, I scored at Habitat for Humanity Restore. They must get a bunch of Pottery Barn stuff because I got this Pottery Barn duvet cover, ruffles. That is what she wanted for 25 bucks. And then I got a down insert for $35. And y'all, the pillow inserts, you're not even gonna believe this. Down Pottery Barn pillow inserts were 2 for $3. So for sure, I got a bunch more of those, but I put them in my attic. And then at Ross, I ended up finding this for I think 20 bucks, which I thought was an amazing price because I had been looking at them online, like this kind of like toile looking comforter. and they were hundreds of dollars. So I found this at Ross. It's Martha Stewart, and I snatched up. So this is going to be her cover for the bed, the all white. And then this is going to be more like a bed blanket where it kind of goes over the bed. So that is the plan for that. And of course, we're going to need some pillow covers and things like that. Now, I got this bowl at a sale and I just thought it was beautiful. I don't know if I'm going to end up using it or not, but I just had to have it. And then, of course, we have some books. I want to do lots of different colors and layers of blue. I should have not put the rug right here because I am tripping all over it. We have to open that rug. We're going to do that last. It came in while we were in Louisiana, and I have not opened it up, so I'm hoping that it's perfect. And then, of course, we're going to need some little glossy white pieces. And then I'm hoping to do maybe some like little gallery walls. So I have these cute little gold mirrors right here that I'm just hoarding in case I want to use it for this makeover. And then we're going to do something cute with these as soon as I open up this rug. Now, there is one thing that does not go with the others, and that is this tissue box. So we're going to do a little DIY with this, and we're going to do a little DIY with this. But first, let's open up this rug because I need to look at it and make sure it's perfect. She told me she wanted a huge rug. She wanted to cover up as much as the flooring as possible. She basically wants carpet in here. So I really like this brand. I'm not even going to attempt to say it. I found this rug on Wayfair. It is huge, y'all. It is 9 feet by 12 feet, and it was only $140. So I'm hoping that this rug is perfect. It had the blue and the gold that she wanted. So let me see if I can get this opened up and we can look at it. I mean, it would probably be best not to open it up right now and then wait till I'm ready to put it down. But I'm worried if I don't like it and I wait, I won't be able to return it. So we're, oh y'all, this is gonna be pretty. Okay, I'm gonna need more room. I'm gonna get it open. I told y'all it was large, so this is the best I could do to open it up, but it is absolutely gorgeous. Look at all of these colors. Wait, could this be the perfect rug for my living room? Should I steal it from her and put it in the living room? I don't know. I'm very impressed with this rug. It is so pretty and so big for the price, and look how good it looks with all of the stuff that I've collected. The only thing I'm questioning is this right here. Is that a little bit too bright blue? I think it would look better if it was a little bit dustier. Well, I don't know. But you see how it's a little bit brighter? This is a little bit more dustier. It's subtle, but it's a difference, or even a darker blue like this. So I don't know. Maybe I'll make a decision once I have it all together. But so far, I am very happy with how everything is coming out, especially since I picked out everything separately.
If you do not know what Squarespace is, it is an online hosting platform, and that is who I chose to host my website, juliesdesignsandsigns.com. Squarespace makes it so easy to create a website without any web design experience with their design intelligence program. They help you create a beautiful website with AI technology, as well as help you create beautiful and professional listings. And with Squarespace payments, they are making it easier than ever to accept all your payments in one place. There's so many different options for your customers to pay. And if you're a business, you know you need as many options for your customers as possible. So if you think you're ready to take your business to the next level, make sure you head to squarespace.com to start your free trial. And when you are ready to launch your website, go to squarespace.com/juliesdesignsandsigns to save 10% off your first purchase of your website or domain. I don't love this light fixture, but Ryan picked it out and she loves it, so that's all that really matters. And one of the words she used to describe the room she wanted me to create was beachy. And I definitely feel like this chandelier has beachy vibes, but I want to add something to it. So I ordered these adorable little blue bowls on Amazon. They came in a pack of 50 for 15 bucks, so great price. And I'll have plenty left over to use on other projects around the room. And I am just using the little clear twist ties to attach attach them to the bottom of this light fixture. I couldn't do the back yet because the bed was in the way and I couldn't reach. So I'll finish it after I move the bed, but I'm obsessed. I think it is adorable. I love this Mackenzie Childs tissue box, but $70 for a tissue box to go in my daughter's room? No, I think we can DIY one. So I paid about 25 cents for this tissue box at the little church thrift store, and we're going to give it a makeover. I'm just starting with some white spray paint, but then I didn't really like the bright white spray paint, and I could see the golf theme underneath, so I took Dixie Belle chalk paint in the color Fluff. It's still going to be white, but it's a much warmer white, and it's going to add some texture and cover up the appliques that were on this tissue box. I found the original sticker. This was $40 at Kohl's. Is tissue box covers really that expensive? I don't know. I've always just made my own. I don't think I've purchased one brand new from the store. Okay, so now we got to make the grid line. So I'm just taking my corkback ruler and I'm just keeping my lines the same width of that ruler. And then in the Mackenzie Childs one, the squares went over the side. I think that it would be better if you could find one with rounded edges like the Mackenzie Childs tissue box, but you know, this is fine. For 25 cents, we're going with it. This is my favorite blue. It's Dixie Belle Yankee Blue, and it looks like vintage china. So I use it all the time, and I think it's going to be perfect and go with everything that I'm going to be putting in her room. So I'm just going to take the paintbrush, and I'm just going to fill in the squares pretty much. And the Mackenzie Childs one definitely had a handmade look to it, so I'm not going for perfection. And after I did a few squares, I kind of came up with a good groove. So if you notice, the Mackenzie Childs one had lots of brush strokes, kind of like a watercolor look. So what I did was I just filled in the square, and then I dried off my paintbrush and went back and made the brush strokes. Now going back, I would have made the strokes a little bit more dramatic than they were, but overall I feel like I got that hand painted look that I wanted. And if you mess up, I've painted it with the Dixie Belle chalk paint, which ended up being a plus because I was able to go back and touch up anything I needed to touch up, whereas if I just had stuck with the spray paint, that would have been more difficult. And after I finished the side, I just made sure it was thoroughly dry. That way I didn't accidentally mess it up while I was working on the next side. And this next step is optional, but I did decide to clean up all of my squares with an artist brush. So I just went around with the artist brush and outlined each square. Now this project did take me about 3 hours. I'm not even gonna lie, but I did thoroughly enjoy it because I just loved this kind of detailed paintwork. To give it that pottery look, you're going to want to put a glossy coat on it. So I use Dixie Belle clear coat in a gloss finish, and I love the way that it came out. I'm thinking that I need to create the beige one to put in the living room of my house.
I am so excited about this makeover, and I just want to have fun with it and just make it the room of my daughter's dreams. Something perfect for a 15-year-old, but will also transition into adulthood. But I got a lot of work to do. She has been gone for 2 weeks now, and I've really done nothing besides buy a few things. So I'm hoping in next week's video, we've made some major progress. We've emptied out the room. That's the first step, and get the paneling on the wall and all of the painting done. So that is the goal. And then we can start to do all of the fun stuff. And if I have time, I would really like to get into her vanity area and do some beadboard in there, possibly painted blue instead of white, and adding some wallpaper. Y'all, I thought I couldn't find any wallpaper I liked. Then I got on Etsy. Oh my gosh, there's so many cute options. So I ordered a sample of this. I'll pop it up on the screen. I think it's going to be perfect. So I'm excited to dip my toe in the wallpaper world because I have never done wallpaper before. So again, I am excited about this project. I am excited to get started. Next week, we're going to make major progress on this. Don't go anywhere because at the end of the video, I said I had something I want to show y'all on the back porch, but I also want to tell y'all about a workshop that I am offering. You know, I love Whatnot. I'm on it all the time. I talk about it all the time. And lots of people are interested in selling on there and have been asking me to do a little teaching workshop. So I am doing one. It is called Winning on Whatnot. And I will have a link in the description for y'all. Basically, it's going to be 3 weeks of training. We're also going to go live. We're going to do a Whatnot train where I bring my audience to you, because that's usually the part that gets everybody hung up on, is going live. So we're going to do it. I'm going to hold your hand. We're going to do it together. So I'll put that in the description and y'all can read all about it. If you have any questions, you can email me hello@juliesdesignsandsigns.com. And if you're interested in starting your own website, y'all don't forget to go check out squarespace.com/juliesdesignsandsigns. And they are giving my viewers 10% off. And I will also have that linked in the description. All right, let me go show y'all the back porch, and then I gotta go. I gotta get to work.
Let me show y'all my favorite room in the house. So I felt like this dining table just did not fit the vibe of the new house, and also it was a little bit big for our dining room, so I put it out here and it is absolutely perfect. I think it looks beautiful, and honestly, we spend way more time eating out here than we do in the house. I also have these fiddle fig trees that I potted, but they're actually faux fiddle fig trees, but I think they look really good, and I put some real dirt in there, so I'm just gonna pretend like I'm a plant girl and these are just like thriving over here. And I don't know if y'all remember, but I got these huge shutters from the Goodwill bins, and I didn't know what I was gonna do with them, but they fit perfectly right here, and I feel like it brought a lot of warmth to the area. The only other thing we need is to find some seating for out here, because we were gonna move our patio set from our camp in Louisiana, but we use it over there, so my husband's like, why don't we just leave it and get some new items right here. Look, Maxine loves it right here as well. So I'm on the hunt for some seating for out here. I'm thinking maybe a sectional or something like that. But yeah, love this space, love the dining table out here. Now over here I do have some real plants, and look, all of these are from estate sales, and this one is finally flowering after a few years, so I am very excited about that. So I hope y'all enjoyed today's video, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye guys.